Hi, I'm Lisa Mason Lee, and I'm an actress. I've been surviving in Hollywood, California for the last 5 years. I know what you're doing. You're sitting in your bedroom at home and you're California dreaming. I have been there too, okay? 5 years ago, I was in Indiana, dreaming a way to get to Hollywood. And here I am. Although I have not had any major film or TV roles yet, you may recognize me from Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox Story, Frost Nixon, Californication, and Everybody Hates Chris. But the list really does go on and on. But I'm not here to talk about getting a major role in a film. I'm talking about how to survive in Hollywood while you're trying to land your major role or be discovered. Hollywood can be tough at times, and I've been through 5 years of it. There are many ups and downs. It is quite the roller coaster ride. And if you go out on your own, I will say it's going to be a little bit harder if you don't have, support from your family, if you don't have funds. And believe me, even if your family does give you money, you're going to spend it. That's for sure. There's a lot of parties and things to do in Hollywood and clothes to buy. You'll see. Are you prepared for Hollywood? Ask yourselves these following questions. In your town where you are currently living, have you done at least 3 to 5 projects relating to film, like student film, independent film? Have you participated in any kind of acting classes, workshops, college acting classes, dance groups, singing groups, anything like that? Well, if not, you better do it now because you need to build your resume. Why? Because Hollywood competition is fierce. Everyone and their brother is an actor in Hollywood, okay? Everyone's a producer too, but we'll get into that later. Actors aren't just actors. Actors are experienced human beings that can change into many faces at any time on any cue. Change, blend, chameleon, transform into different people. But of course, you eventually go back to normal at the end of the day, or else you're a bipolar nutcase, not a civilized actor. So, cowboy hat. Hey y'all, how's it going? Are you gonna come to the rodeo tonight? I'm really excited about it. We can boot scoot booty, y'all. Yeah! Okay, so now I hope that I've got you thinking about who you really are a little bit. We really need to get to the core of who you really are and what you're made of. Do alternative lifestyles scare you? Will the fast pace and the noise of the big city bother you? Do odd-looking or acting people scare you? If you answered yes to these questions, then you may not have the stomach for Hollywood. If you answered no, these really don't bother you, to the most of the questions, then by golly, you're partially ready for Hollywood. We're not done yet though. Let's talk about the pace of Hollywood. Can you handle the hustle? Are you willing to dish out pretty much all of your money and time to bet on yourself? The big product? You are the product you are trying to sell.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So you must upkeep your body, your looks. You must invest your time and money into this. Remember, there are always opposites of negatives, which are positives. You will meet some nice people, and of course, not so nice in Hollywood. There are nice parts of town in Hollywood with low crime, and there are also parts you do not want to be caught dead in late at night. We will go into depth about where to go in Hollywood and the pre-planning of where you might want to live and stay in the next videos. Are you willing to spend at least $20 a day on eating food? Pay at least $900 a month for a little studio apartment? Spend hundreds on acting, internet submissions, spend $300 a month on acting classes because casting directors will ask you what classes you've taken in town. Spend money on buying headshots, printing headshots. Spend every single day looking and being the best that you can, getting out there in Hollywood and being seen, investing money on your looks, your clothes, everything. You are what you eat. It's true. If you answered yes to the majority of these questions, then you're halfway qualified for Hollywood. However, do you ever work out, lift weights, kickbox, do self-defense classes, any type of physical training at least twice a week, because you've got to look your best. So start now. Have you ever held back tears from major criticism that hurt your feelings, that upset you? Have you ever held your big mouth back and walked away from someone that said something nasty to you? If you answered yes to most of these questions, then I would say you're tough enough to handle the mean streets of Hollywood. But I'm talking about people from places like me, in the Midwest, in Indiana, where it's kind of quiet, it's very slow. You know, I didn't come from the city, so Hollywood was a complete culture shock to me. The alternative lifestyles, the homeless people. You know, in my town, we didn't even have any homeless people. That was uncalled for. Everyone had a home. But, you know, downtown in Indianapolis, there might have been one guy, and everyone knew his name, like Joe, the homeless guy. But you can't even count the homeless people on all your fingers in Hollywood. So just be aware that there are homeless people. They will beg you for money. There's some deceitful other types of people, but we'll go into that in the other videos. Okay, guys, one more big important thing. Now, this whole thing about moving to Hollywood may be like gibberish to everyone in your hometown because you're probably the only one that's gonna leave the town and move to Hollywood. Your big dream as an actor may come across flighty or like a joke to your friends and family. But it's your dream. You've probably been thinking about this ever since you were born, and it's your mission. So you need to go get it. So now I hope that you're really, really turning those wheels in your head and thinking about, is this something you want to do? Is it very important to you? Are people in your hometown holding you back from your dream? You can't listen to them, okay? You have to go out, you have to do this. If they really, really, really love you, then they will set you free. Make sure to watch our next YouTube video about surviving in Hollywood, pre-planning the big move. I'm Lisa Mason Lee, and I'll see you in Hollywood.